Okay, hello guys, my name is Olimpio Tuns and today I will talk about the FOMC, about the Federal Open Market Committee, about its impact on the US dollar, about gold, about Japanese yen. We'll talk also about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Dogecoin, Ripple. We'll talk about the US 100, US 500, US 30, maybe DAX 30. We'll also talk about majors, Forex major pairs. So yeah, also if you have questions, I'm waiting for questions. I will talk about my trades. Yeah, I still have that US dollar versus the Mexican Peso, which is runs in profit, a small drop, decline, but it was natural after yesterday's rally. Also, my position in US dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah. So first of all, guys, please read the risk disclaimer. Yeah, it's important for you to understand the risks before we'll start this session. Yeah, and don't forget, if you have questions, more questions, you should email support. They will come back to you with an answer. And don't forget, if you are not a VIP member and if you want to become a VIP member, you can access the link posted right below this video and you can use this code coupon at the checkout December to get a 30% discount. Hurry up because this coupon code will expire soon. Yeah, so I will close this window and I will start, guys. So DXY, right now the dollar index is still bullish. It continues to stay right above the weekly R1 96.47 and Harish, yeah, hi, how are you, man? So as I told you yesterday, jumping, closing, stabilizing above the R1 could signal potential further growth. Right now it has retested, actually it has challenged the weekly R1 in the short term after its amazing rally. Yeah, good day my friend. Hi, how are you? So 96.47 R1, as long as it stays above it, it could resume its upside movement, and the potential further growth here could signal that the US dollar could appreciate versus its rivals. But unfortunately, in the short term, maybe the US dollar has depreciated a little versus its rivals, versus the other major currencies or something, after the US retail sales reported worse than expected data. As you already know, the retail sales indicator registered only a 0.3% growth in November versus 0.8% growth expected, and versus 1.7% growth in October, versus also core retail sales 0.3% growth versus 0.9% expected, and versus 1.7% growth in the previous reporting period. Easy trade, yeah, good day. Yeah, hi, how are you? So these worse than expected data maybe forced the USD maybe to depreciate a little in the short term. You can see that also here the dollar index, if we'll take a look on a lower time frame, is trading in the red right now, only because these worse than expected data forced maybe the dollar to depreciate, and also forced the dollar index to stay near the R1. But this or actually maybe even if we'll have something like a temporary maybe drop here in the dollar index, even if it will maybe come back down, maybe to retest this broken downtrend line, the triangle's resistance, the dollar index maintains a bullish bias and maybe it will resume its upside movement. Don't forget, guys, that later today, we'll have the FOMC statement, FOMC economic projections, federal funds rate, which is expected to remain steady and unchanged at 0.25%. But don't forget, FOMC press conference that will bring high volatility, sharp movements into the markets. And I don't know, the Federal Reserve is somehow expected maybe to start tapering, or actually to maybe to hike rates next year in its upcoming monetary policy meetings after higher inflation reported by the United States, and I believe that more hawkish than expected Federal Reserve FOMC today could lift the dollar index, and yeah, if the dollar index will jump higher, then the US dollar could appreciate versus its rivals. Abrahams, I have an account of 1,500 USD, but I've noticed I can only take 0.05 lot size because my leverage is what's the suitable leverage size according to my capital. So please email support maybe if you have questions about brokerage companies or something, yeah. And Abrahams, personally I'm using here I believe for Learn to Trade, Ava Trade as a brokerage company, and I have a higher leverage I believe, and yeah, above the leverage size, it's up to you, man. Yeah, what leverage you want to use, what is the risk that you want to take, yeah. Only you can know what trader you are. Yeah, so this is my opinion here in dollar index. I've told you a temporary drop maybe is expected, is natural after worse than expected retail sales, but I've told you that maybe the traders are still expecting maybe something like a more hawkish than expected, maybe Federal Reserve FOMC later today, which could boost and could lift the dollar index. And if the dollar index will rally, will continue to grow, then the US dollar could appreciate versus its rivals. That's why personally I'm still holding my trade. That's why, guys, I'm still holding my trade in US dollar Japanese yen, also US dollar Mexican peso, a temporary decline. Let's take a look. US dollar Mexican peso, maybe there are VIP members here. One moment, I have to check something. Okay, so something like this. And if you are a VIP member, you already know that we are in a deep profit here in US dollar Mexican peso. Yesterday the price jumped far above my entry level, and right now it has increased yesterday as much as 21.280. Right now it has decreased a little, and right now it has tested, actually it has tested the weekly R1, also the 50% retracement level, 21.173, and also is still located above this uptrend line, but actually I will delete it. So as long as it continues to stay above the R1, above the 50% retracement level, or above the 23.6 retracement level, personally I believe that the bias is still bullish, and this could be only a temporary drop. Subscription link to Telegram not working. I will send you the link, and also Habib, you can use this code, the Sambar, at the checkout if you want to become a VIP member. One moment, that link should work. So you can use this link from here, from the YouTube channel. Okay, something like this. So you can use that that link from the YouTube chat. And also, if you want to become a VIP member, if you want to, you can also access our website. Yeah. So this is my opinion here. Okay, sorry about that. So this is my opinion here, US dollar versus the Mexican peso. Personally, I'm still holding this trade, and as I've told you, if maybe if I'll decide maybe to move my stop loss at break even or something, or if I'll decide to close it, if I'll decide to manage my position, I will update the VIP group, because this is only a VIP trade. After this amazing rally, yeah, a temporary drop was natural, was expected. Even if the price will maybe come back down here towards this level, it could still jump higher. Yeah, so this is my opinion here. The bias is still bullish, US dollar versus the Mexican peso, and personally I'm still holding my trade. I'm not showing here my setup only because yeah, this is only for the VIP members, and this is a public webinar right now, live webinar. Let's also take a look on US dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, also this trade is in profit as well right now. In the VIP group, Gazi, is this possible for you to make some comments on US 100 and Dow long or short? I don't know, maybe when I'll have something like a trade, Gazi, I will make a comment about Nasdaq, Dow Jones, US 500 or something. And yeah, personally maybe I will also send some analysis or video analysis about US 100, US 30 or something about US equities. Yeah, so but don't forget that we'll talk about the US equities here today as well. So one moment, because I'll have to check something here to take a look on my trades. Okay, Habib, will US dollar versus the Canadian dollar drop or go higher? What's your opinion, please? Please be patient, because I will take a look on all markets. Yeah, I will also try to answer to your questions, but I want to finish here with US dollar Japanese yen. So after escaping from this channel falling wedge, the price continued to grow, and right now, guys, one moment. The dollar index rallies right now in the short term, and let's take a look again. So the dollar index rallies, yeah, which makes the US dollar stronger. And let's take a look 6J on the Japanese yen futures to see if the Japanese yen futures yeah, have the yen futures drop it deeper, which makes the yen weaker. Yeah, and the dollar index is rally forces the US dollar to grow. Okay, so I've told you in my in yesterday's live webinar that something like this, test, retest, rejection, false breakout here, a deeper drop could force the yen to depreciate versus its rivals. And as you already know, Orlando sent his trade in Australian dollar Japanese yen, his long position, long trade, which it runs in profit right now. Yeah, so something like this. Also yen basket, I believe that the yen basket drops as well. Sorry about yen basket. So the yen basket, guys, here after its failure here to stabilize above this resistance zone here, and also Orlando talked about his scenario, maybe a potential drop downside movement here in the yen index basket after maybe taking out, I don't know, this uptrend line, escaping from this rising wedge or something. So potential downside movement here, further drop here registered by the yen index basket could force the yen to depreciate, right? So let's go back, US dollar Japanese yen. So right now is still personally I'm not showing here my trade. The VIPs already know that my trade in US dollar Japanese yen is in profit, but I will not show it because it was only for the VIPs. So my trades, I want to share my trades only with the VIP members, and maybe, I don't know, I'm sending a free trade, I don't know, one trade per month, one trade, I don't know, for the free group. So if you want to get all my trades, if you want to follow my trades, to follow my trade management, you should become a VIP member for only £35 per month. And actually, if you are using that coupon, that code December, you will get a 30% discount. Yeah. Okay, so this is my opinion here. After escaping, I've told you yesterday as well, test retest here, force breakdowns below the lower medium line, breakout above the medium line, test retest, something like, I don't know, continuation, upside continuation pattern here, breakout, further growth. I will see, and I'll wait for the price maybe to hit the R1, the upper medium line. I'll wait to see how the price will react here around these levels. Gold, guys. And don't forget that personally, I will come back with my trade management for the VIP members. Maybe if I'll decide to manage my positions, US dollar Japanese yen, US dollar Mexican peso. Yeah, gold. Let's take a look on gold. I've told you earlier in an analysis sent to the VIP group that the price of gold dropped below 1772.25, also below the weekly S1, 1771.05. The pressure is still high, only because right now the dollar index continues to grow. Yeah, so don't forget, guys, that if you will catch something here during this live webinar, personally I will open a trade for myself, and I will share my trade with you guys as well. Okay, maybe for the VIPs, and also for the free group, maybe. Okay, in the short term here on the 4-hour chart, gold continues to move sideways, right? Between 1761.94, 1794.70, and as you already know, I told you guys that only escaping from this range could signal potential larger drop, or maybe false breakdown, test retest could signal potential upside breakout from this range, and could bring new maybe opportunities here in gold. Personally, right now I will stay away because I don't like this sideways movement. Also, don't forget that the FOMC, later the Federal Reserve, will bring will have a high impact on gold as well. Sorry, it will bring high volatility, sharp movements, and the price of gold could move. Could register sharp movements in both directions in the short term. That's why I don't want to go short or long right now. I'll wait for the FOMC, and maybe I will catch something later. Yeah, right now it's strongly bearish. It's strongly bearish because the dollar index rallies. Yeah, I've told you also yesterday that I've talked about this scenario. Yeah, after this, something like an engulfing here, I've told you that if the dollar index jumps, closes, and stabilizes above the R1, it could signal potential further growth and upside continuation. And I've told you guys that an upside continuation here could signal that the dollar could appreciate versus its rivals. Yeah, that's why right now euro versus the US dollar, yeah, it's trading in the red. It continues to challenge, to pressure the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork. Sorry, all these failures to approach, to reach, to retest maybe this downtrend line, or its failure to approach, to reach again 1.1374, testing or to stabilize above the medium line of the ascending pitchfork signaled strong sellers, and something like a value breakdown here below the lower medium line. Value breakdown below the S1 could signal potential drop at least towards this low 1.1186, towards this former lower low here. And also, guys, something like this is failure maybe to come back towards the range's resistance could signal potential downside breakout. Yeah, so personally I'm looking for shorts here as long as the dollar index is still bullish. But don't forget, anything could happen around the FOMC, around the Federal Reserve, around the federal funds rate, FOMC press conference. Yeah, the sentiment could change. Yeah, and here on the euro versus the US dollar, I will look for maybe for longs only I don't know if the price will move sideways and if it will make a very breakout above the downtrend line. Yeah. So right now the bias is bearish, and I'm still a bear. Yeah. British pound versus the US dollar. So the British pound versus the US dollar only falls breakout with great separation above 1.3275, former high, and right now is trading in the red. Let's take a look on the economic calendar. So higher inflation reported by the United Kingdom. Yeah, even if here maybe if you'll take a look here on the on Forex Factory, maybe if you'll read here, maybe actual greater than a forecast is good for currency. Okay, but higher inflation is not necessarily good for a currency, right? You can see that the United Kingdom reported better than expected data. Yeah, higher inflation. 5.1, the consumer price index 5.1% versus only 4.8 expected versus 4.2% growth in the previous reporting period. Core PPI 4.0% growth versus 3.7% expected. So this is not this maybe is not good actually for the British pound. Also, don't forget that maybe I don't know, maybe the UK will maybe we'll introduce I don't know, new restrictions. Yeah, and this is not good for the British pound. That's why the British pound depreciated versus the US dollar. Yeah, and also the US dollar appreciated here only because the dollar index is still bullish, continues to grow. So we talked about US dollar, Japanese yen. Let's take a look here. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, strongly bullish, guys, because the dollar index really is. And also guys, the consumer price index from Canada 0.2% growth versus actually it has matched expectations, and also core CPI 0.0%, and right now the US dollar, Canadian dollar continues to grow, but personally I will not go long here. It's too late. We are at resistance right now. I've told you yesterday maybe we had something here, but I've already had a long position in US dollar, Mexican Peso. Yeah, if you remember, and also a long position in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So that's why I told you yesterday here that I want to see maybe a temporary drop, retreat here after this amazing rally, but yeah, the price continued to grow. Maybe a temporary drop, I don't know, from this level 1.2896 or something, or a very breakout here, consolidation, accumulation could signal potential upside continuation and could bring us maybe new long opportunities. So personally I will look for something like this. Right now I don't want to go long right now because anything could happen around the FOMC. This is my opinion. So Habib in US dollar, Canadian dollar is still bullish, is strongly bullish, but personally I will not go long right now because I have other long positions in US dollar right now. So I will not maybe triple my risk on the dollar right ahead of the FOMC. US dollar, Swiss franc. Guys, I told you yesterday that it could continue to grow if the dollar index will resume its upside movement. I've told you that if it will maybe escape, make a very breakout from this range, it could indicate, confirm, activate an upside continuation. Yeah, so I talked about this scenario yesterday. Don't forget that you can watch these live webinars into our YouTube channel if you want to take a look on these webinars. Again, you can learn a lot. Let's take a look here. 1, 2, and 3, a descending pitchfork, false breakdowns, test retest of the medium line. Right now, sideways movement. A new higher high here could activate a potential further growth here in US dollar versus the Swiss franc. I've told you also yesterday, yeah. I've told you also about this breakout here above this immediate downtrend line that could signal potential growth. And let's take a look. Dollar index, yeah, strong rally. Strong rally here on the dollar index. And I don't know, a new higher high here. So this 4-hour candle will be closed in 1 hour and 18 minutes. And I don't know, a new higher high could signal potential further growth. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I've told you yesterday that the bias is still bearish. And I told you also that maybe a new lower low, very breakdown below 0.6736 could signal potential deeper drop. Right now, it's trading in the red only because the dollar index rallies. Yeah, I don't have anything here right now. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to buy it because is at support. Maybe for me it's too late. Maybe right now to sell it or something. Maybe we had here something. Yeah, after this rebound, something like a channel or something like a flag pattern, a continuation, a downside continuation pattern. Yeah, retest. Yeah, sell off. Australian dollar, US dollar. And then I will take a look also on US 100, US 30, US 500. We'll take a look on silver, on US oil. We'll talk about cryptocurrencies and about miners. Yeah. Australian dollar, US dollar. I don't have something maybe really good here. I've told you yesterday that failing to stabilize below the pivot point could signal potential rebound. We'll also talk about the Japanese yen. So, staying above the pivot point, maybe above this broken downtrend line could signal potential upside movement, but this scenario could take shape only if the dollar index will come back down. Australian dollar versus US dollar could develop a larger downside movement if the price will come back down to stabilize below the pivot point, something like this, test, retest. If it fails to stay above this downtrend line, if it will come back to stabilize below the pivot point, it could drop deeper. Okay, this is my opinion here as well. I don't have a trading opportunity right now. I've told you guys that I'm already long on the US dollar with those two trades, US dollar versus the Japanese yen and US dollar versus the Mexican peso. Okay. Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well, on New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Isan Verma, I don't know why you want to trade that market. Why do you want to trade that market? I don't know. Let's take a look on 4 hour. And if I'll catch something, if I'll identify a good trading opportunity, I will share my trade with you guys here live. Now, I don't have something really good here on this market. Personally, I'm not trading on this market, on this currency pair. That's why I have to maybe to build a new analysis here or something. So something like a strong, you can see here, what you can see here is how the price respects, yeah, the pitchfork lines, this tool, drop, retest of the upper medium line, drop towards the second target. The medium line was the first target, the lower medium line was the second target, as retest, rebound, its failure to approach to reach the upper medium line, yeah, it was interacted again by the medium line, breakdown, valid breakdown, drop towards the lower medium line. So you can use US dollar Canadian dollar will going down, right? No, right now US dollar Canadian dollar goes up. Yeah, I told you earlier. Any idea on gold going up? I don't know. Gold dropped it earlier. Yeah, when we talked about gold. I will take a look again on US dollar Canadian dollar and also on gold. Thank you. So you can use this tool if you want to. Yeah. When you have something like a descending pitchfork, you can use the upper medium line as a resistance, as a dynamic resistance, the medium line as a first target, the lower medium line as a second target. You can use these lines as support, yeah, as resistance, as targets. You can I don't know, you can search for trading opportunities around these levels. You can see here that it has retested the lower medium line, which stands as a dynamic support, and right now it has rebounded. Maybe I will wait here in New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I'll wait for the price maybe to approach to reach the medium line, the downtrend line, and I'll see, maybe I'll identify here something like a, I don't know, maybe if the price will print something like a bearish pattern. I don't know, it could continue to grow, and here resistance levels, test, retest, false breakouts, it could come back down, and I believe that only valid breakout here could signal potential larger upside movement. Yeah. One moment, because I have to check my my trades, take a look on my trades. Yeah, the US dollar versus the Mexican Peso is in deep profit right now. One moment, I don't know, maybe 140 pips or something in that trade. Orlando's trade also in US dollar, in US oil is still in profit. Yeah. Okay, guys, we'll take a look also on the Japanese yen, because the Japanese yen is strongly bullish right now. And I will talk also about the British pound versus the Japanese yen, only because personally I've had a long position. I've closed it at break even for the VIP members, and right now you can see that the British pound, let's take a look. So I've had something like a long position from around 150.37, okay, and yesterday I've decided to close my position here around this actually at break even, only because personally I've expected maybe strong resistance. Actually I didn't like it, maybe to keep a long position right below this former high, or right below this downtrend line. Right now further growth here, but right now we have a strong sell-off. I will refresh here my economic calendar. Maybe we have something from the UK. I've told you that you have to be careful when trading the British pound, because higher inflation reported by the United Kingdom is not necessarily good for the currency. And also I've told you that I don't know if the UK maybe will add more restrictions, then I don't know, maybe the British pound will depreciate versus its rivals or something. Yeah, so maybe I will look for something else in the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Maybe the price will invalidate this breakout, and yeah, if the price will confirm this breakout above the downtrend line, if it will stay stabilized above the broken downtrend line, test, retest, a temporary drop, maybe something like a flag or something like a falling wedge here, right above the broken downtrend line, could bring us new long opportunities. So I will look for something like this. Yesterday, yeah, that was my decision to close my position at break even, because now I didn't had something like a confirmation. Let's take a look again on yen futures and also on that yen basket. Personally, yesterday the yen futures were still here above this support 0.008795, yeah, and staying here maybe near the upper medium line would have signaled maybe an imminent upside breakout and a potential breakout. Further growth here would have signaled that the Japanese yen could appreciate. Okay. Okay, so yen basket. So that's why, because we have this rally, strong rally here in the Japanese yen basket. That's why the British pound versus the Japanese yen dropped. Yeah, and I don't know, let's wait and see, because this could be only a temporary rebound. The yen basket could only retest this broken uptrend line, could retest this resistance zone before dropping deeper, and I don't know, you have to be careful right now if you are trading the Japanese yen, only because maybe something like this valid breakout could invalidate the Japanese yen shorts. Okay, that's why personally I will keep an eye on my trade in US dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, right now it's trading, it has dropped a little, it's trading in the red, but I don't know, maybe if the dollar index continues to grow, the pair could resume its growth as well. And I told you that this could be only a temporary rebound. We'll have to wait, guys. Yeah. And if I'll decide to do something with my trade in US dollar Japanese yen, I will update the VIP group. Euro Japanese yen, let's take a look. Yeah, strong sell-off right now, only because that yen basket, it has rebounded. 6J again, yen futures. Yeah, it has changed little in a short term here on the 4-hour chart, but I don't know, here we still have something like a support zone, support area, former lows on the yen futures as well, as I've told you. That's why yesterday I've decided maybe to close my long position in the British pound versus Japanese yen. And yeah, after closing my position at break even, the price continued to grow. But don't worry, guys, because if this pair, if the British pound versus the Japanese yen will confirm maybe its breakout here above the triangle's resistance, if it will stay here, move sideways, a valid breakout also above the downtrend line could signal a larger upside movement. We can catch a strong swing higher here. And I don't know, false breakout here could signal potential downside breakout and could signal a deeper drop. I don't know, so this is my opinion here. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and don't forget, we'll talk also about US 100, US 30. I will invite more members. You can still join. One moment. Okay, because maybe there are more members want to join us. So yeah, I will also try to answer to all your questions. Okay, so Canadian dollar, Japanese yen is still traded inside of this channel, inside of this pattern. I've told you yesterday that maybe only a valid breakout from this pattern could signal a new leg higher, an upside movement, a swing higher. Right now is still trapped within this pattern, so we don't have something. The bias is still bearish, and after that rally registered by the yen basket, yeah, the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen is trading in the red, a new sell-off. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, let's take a look. If you remember, guys, I told you yesterday about maybe something like a potential here, inverse head and shoulders. And right now, strong sell-off only because I told you that yen basket rallied, and also it has reached this immediate downtrend line. Yeah, we'll have to wait. Maybe this will be only a temporary drop decline. Aline, how are you, man? Okay, so this could be maybe only a temporary drop here, test retest of the 23.6, and maybe something like a sideways movement here could still bring us an upside movement, a very breakout above this upside obstacle or something. So, but don't worry, Orlando will come back with his trade management on his position on the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Personally, I've had something here, but maybe I will have something like a long opportunity here, long position. I will take a long. I will place a long trade here on New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen if it will maybe stay within the triangles pattern above this uptrend line. But unfortunately, it has failed to take out the immediate downtrend line. It has failed to jump to close to stabilize above the pivot point. Maybe personally, I wanted to. Maybe this was my setup here, but yeah. Right now, it was invalidated by this false breakout here above the immediate downtrend line. It was invalidated after its failure to come back, maybe to jump to stabilize above the pivot point. But yeah, if it continues to stay above this uptrend line, test, retest, false breakdowns, valid breakouts could bring a new long opportunity here in New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Fine, thank you. Yeah. If you have questions, Aline, about something. So, gold. Let's take a look. Gold. So, as I've told you about gold, personally, I don't have something. I don't want to trade gold as long as it stays inside of this range. Yeah. Let's take a look. Dollar index right now. Now it's still bullish. It has jumped above 96.58, former high, but we have something like a static resistance here, 96.64. FOMC in few hours. Yeah, FOMC in few hours. That's why I wanted to talk about Forex pairs, commodities, maybe cryptocurrencies, US equities ahead of this high impact event. So gold, I've told you. And if you want my opinion about gold, you can watch this live webinar later today. It will be you will find it in our YouTube channel. Yeah, you will find it as the first video in the live webinars playlist. So I don't have something really good here. I've told you here, drop, test, retest, false breakdowns here below 1761.94. So something like this, a bullish pattern here could signal potential rebound, and maybe it could bring us an upside breakout. I'll wait for something like this, and also something like this, valid breakdown, test, retest, consolidation, accumulation right below it could signal a deeper drop. So this is my opinion here in gold. Yeah. Silver. Yeah, silver is strongly bearish right now. It continues to challenge this support zone, support area. Actually, maybe I will okay, thank you, Aline. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I have to take a look on some of my trades here. Yeah, okay. So maybe I will record something like a video analysis later, and I will talk about silver, because personally I will still look maybe for longs here around this support zone, demand area, former lows. Yeah, but don't forget the pressure is still high, the bias is bearish, and only a strong, maybe bullish pattern here could signal a potential upside movement. Personally, maybe I will record the video later and I will talk about maybe my scenario, a bullish scenario maybe, or a potential long opportunity here in silver, but only if the price will develop something like a strong pattern. US oil, guys, is still there, is still below the weekly pivot point 70.57, so the bias is still bearish. In the short term is still located right below the downtrend line. So Orlando's trade in US oil is still in profit right now. If you are a VIP member, you already know that. He's still in profit, and his stop loss is at break even, so his trade is safe. And if you followed his trade management, right now you have your trade in US oil is safe. Your stop loss is at break even, so you cannot lose money on this trade. So, and if you remember, I've told you yesterday as well that as long as it stays below the pivot point, below the downtrend line, it could maybe, I don't know, drop deeper or something. This is my opinion, and only something like this, valid breakout, could signal potential upside movement and could bring maybe new long opportunities or something. US dollar, Canadian dollar again. So it's strongly bullish. I don't know. Someone asked me, US dollar, Canadian dollar will going down, right? No. Actually, you can see here that US dollar, Canadian dollar goes up. I've told you it's strongly bullish in the short term, and I told you that maybe I'm waiting for something like maybe very breakout, stabilization, accumulation here before continuing its upside movement. And I want to show you something here on ascending pitchfork 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, retest of the lower medium line, confirming this pitchfork, confirming the lower medium line as a dynamic support. Here breakout, valid breakout above the inside sliding line, continuation towards the medium line, temporary drop. Right now it has jumped far above the medium line, above this former high, and right now it tries to maybe to take out also this static resistance represented by 1.2896, this pivot. Marinos, would you be able to have a look at New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen? Also looks like DXY triple top on 1 hour. Yeah, I will take a look again. I've talked about the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, Marinos, but I will take a look again for you, only because yeah, you asked the question here. So this is my opinion here, strongly bullish. I don't have something right now. I don't want to go long because I told you anything could happen around the FOMC. Yeah, a dovish Federal Reserve could send the price down again. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. So I've told you my opinion here. Personally, I wanted maybe to go long here, but the price continues to stay within this down channel, inside of this down channel, inside of this triangle. So I don't have something a very breakdown, signal potential drop here or something towards at least towards this downside line of the down channel, and staying above this uptrend line, test retest, false breakouts, very breakout signal potential growth could bring us maybe new long opportunities. This is my opinion here in New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. So when is FOMC? Later. So the FOMC is at 7 p.m. UK time. Yeah. DXY, let's take a look. On 1 hour, triple top. What triple top? Sorry. 1 hour. On 1 hour, I believe that you are talking about something like this as a triple top, but no, this is not, I don't know, this is not a triple top for me. I've told you that you have to be careful here around 96.58, and I told you that we have something like a resistance here, 96.64, this former high on 1 hour, and right now the dollar index challenges this former high here, 96.59. It has failed, guys, to hit 96.64, signaling maybe that I don't know, it could still come back higher to reach, to pressure it, to challenge it. Yeah, in my opinion, strong rally here on 1 hour on the dollar index, despite worse than expected retail sales from the United States. Yeah, so this is my opinion here. Personally, I don't see a triple top. This is not a triple top for me. Yeah, we have a resistance here around 96.64, but also you can see here that it has escaped from this triangle. Yeah, so we have something like a strong upside pressure right now on the dollar index. That's why no. That's retest here of the medium line pivot point, retest of the R1, and right now I told you a new higher high, taking out these resistance levels could signal potential growth towards the upper medium line, towards the R2, and something like this could signal that the US dollar could appreciate versus its rivals. Hi, I'm new in your VIP Telegram group. Do you update the trades whether to hold our trades until the TP or exit before TP? Alvin, if you are following my trades, yeah, personally I'm sharing my trades with the VIP members, yeah, and if you will follow a trade, if you will take the same trade as me, if you will follow my trades, yeah, I will share my my trade management as well, and I will tell you when I'll go out, when I'll decide maybe to move my stop loss, to move my take profit, to close my position, and you can do whatever you want with your position. Yeah, it's your call, it's your trading account. I will not tell you what to do. Personally, I'm only sharing my trades and my trade management, my analysis. Yeah, so okay, let's take a look. US 30, something like an aggressive breakdown here through this confluence area, formed at the intersection between, guys, this downtrend line with this uptrend line, and right now, in my opinion, here we have something like a bearish signal actually. So this is not a trading recommendation, this is not a trading signal, but in my opinion, technically here, the price registered an aggressive breakout through this confluence area here. And if you remember, I've told you in a trading tutorial that when the price makes a valid breakout through a confluence area, most likely it will continue to move in that direction. And only a false breakdown or a false breakout through a confluence area could signal that the price could move in the opposite direction. And right now, the US 30, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, has dropped right below the former low, 35,472, below the downtrend line, below the uptrend line. It has failed to stabilize above the pivot point. So right now, in my opinion, I don't know, we cannot exclude a deeper drop or something, but we'll still, personally, I'll still wait here for something. Maybe the dollar in the the US dollar, the US 30, sorry, the US maybe could come back to retest all these before dropping deeper. Maybe I'll wait for confirmation. The US 30, Dow Jones, and how will it affect a hike FOMC to the DXY? Most likely will not have hikes today. The federal funds rate will remain the same, unchanged, 0.25% as expected after today's meeting. But maybe we'll have something, hints or something that maybe the Federal Reserve will take action, I don't know, next year. I don't know if the inflation will continue to grow in the United States. Yeah, that's why you have to be careful here. Anything could happen. Raul Rodriguez Lara, can you take a look at the US 2000 Russell standing at the support level? Should we wait after FOMC to enter long? Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well. I don't have something really good here. US 100 right now. I told you yesterday that I want to see something here at the S1 rebound. I've told you that I'm not sure that this downside movement drop is over. That's why I've told you that I will stay away. It has retested my medium line of the descending pitchfork. As long as it stays below it, it could extend its downside movement with, I don't know, potential targets at the lower medium line at 15,709.7. Yeah. And only moving sideways, staying above the S1, value breakout could signal potential growth or something. One moment, because I have to take a look on something here. Okay, my trade in US dollar Mexican peso is still really good, in deep profit right now, around 150 pips on that trade for the VIP members. US dollar Japanese yen is still good, is still valid. Personally, I'm still keeping that trade as well. You can do whatever you want with your trades. It's your call. It's your trading account. It's your decision. Personally, I'm not a financial advisor. Yeah. Everything here is for educational purpose. You should know that. Okay, US 500. US 500. Let's take a look. As I've told you yesterday, I'm not sure that this downside movement is over. I want to see maybe how the price will react here around 4609.4, former low. And I've told you that I will look for longs only when the US 500 will really develop something like a reversal pattern, will signal that this downside movement is over. Yeah, that's why I want to see something, because yeah, maybe we can talk about something like this. Let's take a look on maybe 15 minutes or something. So breakout above the immediate downtrend line, but we still have the weekly pivot point as resistance, the 4651.2 as static resistance. I don't know, maybe I want to see something here, test retest, maybe, I don't know, a new pattern here, because maybe we'll have something like a range pattern or something. So I'll still wait for something here in US 500 before maybe going long or something, or I don't know. Personally, I will not go short here as long as, I don't know, he stays above the weekly S1. Yeah, I don't have a short opportunity right now. Also, you can see here, actually, I don't know, maybe if we'll take a look on 4 hour, one moment. So maybe we can talk about something like this, I don't know, something like a double top or even triple top. But something like this, or actually a double top, will be confirmed only by something like this. So a double top reversal pattern, major reversal pattern, will be confirmed only by something like this. Valid breakdown below 4501.4. If the price of US 500 drops, close stabilizes below these former lows, then it will open the door for a larger drop, maybe a potential drop towards these former lows, right? Something like this. I will keep an eye on this market, and if this pattern, reversal pattern, will be activated, then I will go short, maybe. Russell, let's take a look on Russell. I will delete my drawings. So Raul Rodriguez Lara, sorry, no, someone asked me about, yeah, Raul Rodriguez Lara, US, about Russell 2000. Yeah, something like a sideways movement. And we have all these former lows. Raul. But I don't know if we are right now, because yeah, you can see if we are at support right now, it could still drop maybe. So maybe this is our support, static support, 2102.5. So it should still drop towards that level. I don't know right now, but yeah, something like this, because if it closes right below 2128.95, it could extend its downside movement towards these former lows, and we have this level, yeah, as maybe support. And maybe personally I will look maybe for something here around this area. Okay, So right now the bias is bearish. So I don't want to go long on Russell right now. Yeah, as long as it stays right below the immediate downtrend line, I'm still a bear on this market. It remains to see how it will react. False breakdowns below 28.95, valid breakout could signal potential growth, but it could also still drop towards this demand zone, demand area or something. Yeah. And this, maybe this pattern here could signal a potential reversal, upside movement, bullish reversal in the short term, but only maybe after the price will make a very breakout above the immediate downtrend line. This is my opinion in Russell. DAX 30, yeah, it continues to stay there. Please visit our YouTube channel. Please watch my yesterday's video analysis in DAX 30. I've talked about something like this. Temporary drop, support zone, 15,471. If it continues to stay here, sideways movement also above the uptrend line, it could signal potential upside movement. Please visit our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please like also this video here live or later, maybe today. I'm waiting for comments right below this video later. Maybe if you'll watch this live session, this webinar again. Yeah. Bitcoin. Let's take a look on Bitcoin. So it's still located right below the medium run of the descending pitchfork, so the bias is still bearish for me. Actually, maybe I will delete this inside sliding line. Something like a support zone, demand area here. But as I told you yesterday, new lower low could signal potential deeper drop. And I told you that only staying above 46,201.1, a valid breakout here could signal a new upside momentum. Ethereum, yeah, I've talked about this diamond pattern. I told you breakdown could signal potential downside movement, temporary rebound, and if it stabilizes below the 50% retracement level, it could extend its drop, its sell-off. Also here, sorry, yeah, something like this. If it drops, stabilizes below these also uptrend lines, immediate uptrend lines. If it drops and closes below 36.69.48, it will open the door for a larger downside movement. Ethereum, yeah, I've talked about this diamond pattern. USD MXN, Mexican Peso. Please take a look here. Strong rally. And maybe personally I will decide, guys. Yeah, Raul, thank you as well. Maybe if you are a VIP member and if you took this trade, personally maybe I will come back with my trade management here in US dollar versus the Mexican peso. Guys, right now the price challenges the 21.280 static resistance, yesterday's high. I told you guys, as long as it stays above this support zone, former resistance R1, 50% retracement level, 23.6 above the upper medium line of the ascending pitchfork, the bias is bullish, and the US dollar versus the Mexican peso could resume its It's growth. A new higher high. A bullish closure above the 21.280 could signal potential further growth here. And I've told you, if you are not a VIP member and if you are not already long, yeah, you missed this strong upside movement. It's too late to go long right now because anything could happen around the FOMC. Maybe I will manage my position before the FOMC, yeah. Maybe I'll decide to protect my trade. Maybe I'll decide to move my stop loss at break even, or maybe I'll decide to, I don't know, to close half. It remains to see. Yeah. So this is what we are missing. If you are only a free member, high probability trades, trade management. Okay, guys. I was live here for more than 1 hour. Please take a look here on 1 hour. Only false breakdown with great separation below the R1, below the 50% retracement level, followed by a strong bullish pattern. And I've told you, a new higher high, a bullish closure above 21.280 could signal potential growth here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this live webinar. Don't forget the FOMC later today. Personally, I will come back